We could also do more advanced algebra stuff with it. So for example, we could do factoring. So here we have sine squared x and sine x cos x. And we can take out a common factor here. And the common factor would be sine x. So if we take out sine x, then what we do is we divide each term by sine x. So sine squared x divided by sine x is just sine x. And sine x cos x divided by sine x is cos x. 11. So tan x minus tan squared x. Pretty much the same thing. We're going to take out a common factor of tan x. What does that leave behind us? So tan x, when we take out tan x, it leaves just a 1. So 1 minus tan squared minus tan x is tan x. Okay. Before we do the next one, let's just quickly go over what is y squared minus 2y plus 1, if I wanted to factor that. So I want something that multiplies to this and adds up to this. So this factors into y minus 1 times y minus 1, which is y minus 1 squared. Okay, let's keep that in mind. So what we have here is sine squared x minus 2 sine x plus 1. And it's of the same format. And so this is going to factor into sine x minus 1 times sine x minus 1, which is going to be sine x minus 1 squared. For the next one, I'll think of another inspirational one. If we have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared, then this factors into x plus y times x plus y, which is x plus y squared. So, keeping that in mind, for number 13, cos squared x plus 2 cos x sine x plus sine squared x, and that's going to factor into cos of x plus sine of x times cos of x plus sine of x, which is cos x plus sine x squared. Okay. This one is, we could factor with the difference of squares. So it's something squared minus something squared. So for example, if you had x squared minus 9, that factors into x minus 3, x plus 3, or that's the, right, that's the square root, and that's the square root, and we subtract once and then we add once. So if we factor this, this would be square root of sine squared x is sine x minus 1 times sine x plus 1. Similarly, if we had 1 minus cos squared x, actually eventually this is going to become something awesome. Not right now, but soon. And that factors into 1 minus cos x and 1 plus cos x. And we could do the same thing even for, what number am I on? 16. If I, for example, I had tan to the 4 x minus 1, the square root of tan to the 4 is tan squared. So this would be tan squared x minus 1, tan squared x plus 1. And in fact, this is still a difference of squares, so we could even factor this further if we wanted to. So this would be tan x minus 1 tan x plus 1, tan squared x plus 1. And there we go.